Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Winnie Patterson. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Those out of Kenya, thank you for your continued support. Those who are always supporting me, thank you for your continued support. So leo niko hapa, I'm back to Lagos. I'm here with what's your name?
Mwanzia, Muzyoka.
What's your English name maybe?
To this level, I don't have any English name. I go by those two African names, Mwanzia, Muzyoka.
Reason being ama ulijipata tu.
Probably I should enlighten you on this. Most great people, my mentors, people who I look up to, go by the African names, the likes of Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Chinua Achebe. I love literature. That's why I chose to go by such names.
Wow. So, what's your occupation, or maybe which course did you pursue in the university?
Um, I took Bachelor of Commerce, uh, majoring in finance and microfinance from Strathmore University.
Wow.
Graduated in 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you have experience. So far, so good. Maybe you've worked for how many years?
Uh, have had an experience, quite exciting experience, working experience in different institutions, public and private, in the private sector. In the public sector, I've worked for a government institution, Parastato, as a financial uh, analyst. And in private sector, I've had a chance to work in different financial institutions. These are banks.
So, you can tell us if maybe we are here to give orientation to a person who never joined the university, maybe to enlighten them about those this course, because maybe he or she is out there willing to do this course but without any information. So you can tell us where can we work and what is the difference between finance, accounting, business administration and human resource. So you can tell us, give us an outline about that.
Um, First, I would like to put it this way, that choices about courses uh, are mostly should be aligned to your passions. For people who are going for commerce, these are people who are, let's say, business oriented. They love numbers, because we have finance, we have accounting, but still the other facet. There is marketing, business administration. These are social people, but who want to work from a perspective of business. Uh, in this case, commerce, Bachelor of Commerce, has these different departments, or I could call them so. There's different universities will offer different major, what we call majors. Someone will choose to major in finance, another person will choose to major in marketing, another person will go to accounting. These are preferences that you get uh, to align yourself through. In the first and second year, you all go to a common classes. Out of that, you will have gained knowledge and know which line you should follow. If you are good with numbers, finance and accounting will be your thing. The social people, in this case, marketing, business administration, different schools offer different departments, options. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the illustration. So where can we work, or maybe you can clarify, mtu wa finance can work where, the accounting people can work where, business administration, those according to the options maybe.
The beauty of this course is that you can work in any industry, be it in private sector, be it in public sector, be it in NGOs, the non-governmental organization, for profit organization, non-profit organizations. Every facet of every business will agree with me that there'll always be a department that will be dealing with this facet of business, either procurement. Every organization has an accountant. If it's a let's say this consumer goods, fast moving consumer goods industries or manufacturing industry, they would really want to advertise they would want to procure raw materials if they want to manufacture anything. So every industry requires people from this course, Bachelor of Commerce. Yeah.
So maybe I don't know what the major difference between any accounting people and finance people, because in working where I can work, that finance person can't work there. What's the major difference? Maybe you can clarify that.
Okay. Finance and accounting, they are, I'll use intertwined. Someone accounting, there's that accounting per se, an accountant. This person will go after at a level of higher learning. He'll do, let's say, want to be a certified public accountant. The finance guy, for his profession, he'll do CFA, certified financial analyst.
So
Let me say a small organization that has not really defined its departments. uh, Someone who has gone for finance and someone who has gone for accounting, they can work interchangeably. However, a finance person will be, as they specialize and do further studies, they'll go into financial analysis. In this case, we are interpreting whatever an accountant has done. You are dealing with income statements, balance sheet, cash flows, and such. Then
so your work
the
is
raw
to
data,
interpret.
yeah. Now I'll come and say, according to this statements, financial statements that I've gotten from an accountant, I can make some decisions about the financial position of an institution.
Oh, so your work is to analyze my work as an accountant.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you in for data analysis or?
Uh, Data analysis, I think that we can analyze data, but someone who has gone through statistics would do it better. Yeah.
So if I want, after graduation, maybe if I want to advance, I'm doing finance option like you, where will I go to? Maybe what will I master in?
Um, I would advise someone before mastering, if you have completed your finance class as a undergraduate, I would recommend someone goes for a professional course. In this case, CFA.
CFA.
Yeah. In this case, you'll be stamping authority in your area of specialization.
Oh, so a person who is doing CPA should be doing accounting, and a person who is doing finance should do CFA. Ama?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So maybe you can explain what is the major difference between the two areas.
An accountant, let's say in any institution, an accountant will be to get the raw data. We have this. we have made this, we have these assets, we have these liabilities. So our net income is this. Now, depending with the industry, a financial analyst will come and sit down, take these documents or statements, those reports, and say, let's say we want to to go public. Let's say it's a small company, an SME that is looking forward into being listed in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. Now we'll sit down and analyze, really, is it possible? Are we giving whoever wants to buy, will they be buying some value? At that point, such analysis comes at that point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's the major difference. Because there are people out there like me. I was wondering, I want to specialize where, yes, I need to do accounting. Where will I go? What will I do? Because there's no one trying to convince you the major differences between those options.
Now, as I said earlier, this all boils down to your 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 passions. Um Accounting, these are people who are really good with figures, and not everybody is comfortable with figures. A financial guy is an analytical person. I want to analyze. We can sit. We had, let's say, if I use an example of the COVID scenario, so many things changed the way we do things, but the accounting principles that we have will remain. So an accountant will do this, but to another level, depending with how the economy is, a financial analyst will give you a different view. Now I have the raw data. This is what you achieved. As an analyst, I'll come and say this is attributed to this, and projecting 5 years to come, different scenarios may happen. But an accountant is someone who will ile naweza tumia aje, atakupatia ukweli, this is the position. Now the finance guy will give you, now going forward, we need to do this so that we can mitigate the risks that we are getting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I want to become a data analyst or a financial analyst, what can I do? Maybe I'm doing accounting option, but I want to be a financial analyst. Can that be possible?
Very possible. If you took CPA and you took CFA, because you can do all the courses, utakuwa umejieka you are a multi-talented person. You analyzing the raw data. I have this happened, this is what our books are saying for this year. Then the raw data, then you say, now after making the raw data, you sit down and say, this has been attributed to this, and going forward we can do this. So you analyze this data and project about the future. Yeah.
So you've given us the occupation part where we can work, or have you touched that?
From my side, I've had an interesting path since I graduated. But luckily, I got a job almost immediately after graduating, uh, in a public sector. After 2 years, I went into private sector. Then after several years, I talked about passion. I went into my passion. I resigned from full employment and got into business. Still now, as a business person, the knowledge that I have from the first year, so many courses, the joint courses before you start specializing and taking an option, I still use this knowledge to run my business.
Maybe there's someone out there who can't really understand where we can work. You can list the institution, maybe bank, schools, as or whatever. We can work as they're called what?
I think earlier I had stated this. Probably just mention any industry or any
Bank,
institution.
maybe schools,
Uh-huh. Schools. Every school has an accountant because there are people who are coming to pay school fees there. An accountant will be there.
hospitals.
There
Do
are
they
some
have?
people who you need to advertise. There are so many schools, private schools. So what will make someone choose your school? Probably it is out of the advertisement that you do. So a marketer should be there. Hospital, we talked about hospital.
Hospitals.
Yeah, every hospital they from billing, when you go to the cashier where you start your billing process. There are some people who are analyzing there and forecasting for the future. All these people come from this background of commerce. So every and each business that runs uh, needs supermarkets, talk of any manufacturing industry, schools, universities, hospitals, even churches. You need to do some calculations about the finances that you are getting.
Okay. In the university, let's divert a bit, Ricky. In universities, we are not taught about doing those practical things. Maybe computer part of doing banking issues, dealing with data analysis, analyzing data. We are only taught about the theory part. So, which is the advice you can give? Where should we go and do those practical issues? Maybe using Sage, Advanced Excel, those. Maybe you can give us an overview of that banking, what those banking systems used.
Um, from my experience working with financial institutions, each and every bank or the institution that I've gone to, there is no bank uses a replica of whatever the other uses. There are several systems that they
Different
use.
systems.
Yeah, I think that my last station we used Bank Riam. It was different from my previous workstation. So you go there, there is that orientation bit. You will be oriented for the first few weeks or a month and training. You will acquaint yourself to to working with that system. So the best thing now right now is to grasp as a student is to grasp the
Concepts.
fundamentals and the principles that you are being taught. And I think every institution they have this over the long holidays you have internships. So I would urge any students even in any field, not commerce, to endeavor to get some experience, work experience during those long holidays. Through volunteering, you can go volunteer in different institutions, even NGOs in your local community. You just go offer your services. From there, because you are going to be working under someone who is experienced, you will get to know something that you didn't know, and it is more practical from whatever you learn in class.
Oh, so
Yeah.
maybe you have an institution where you can tell a person, maybe you can go and study those practical parts, or you don't know any.
Now, I would not really mention a particular institution by a name, but there are so many, especially there are companies that are coming up. They would really want to scale up, but they don't have the financial power to scale up. If you go there with an open mind, not really going there with a mind that you want to be paid, and offer as a volunteer for the few months that will be on holiday, it can be a good sacrifice for you. Yeah, any institution, I think any institution, and this goes for any student in any should I call it faculty, in any area of study.
You
You
just go and
should
volunteer.
volunteer. If it happens that you get a paid internship, well and good, it's a plus. But if you don't get, if you can get somewhere to volunteer, kindly do.
Maybe we need connections in some areas because as we were going for what it's called what yenye watu wanaenda wakifika dhadia naitawa nini nilisahau.
Internship or
Not internship, hii ingine before internship.
different institutions offer different. From my college, I went for at second year I went for community service internship. You go offer yourself in an hospital, in these NGOs, and in third year we went for industrial internship, where you now go to practice whatever your option in finance, accounting, and such.
Oh wow. So maybe you were sent by the school in any institution or you were just going on your own.
Now it happens different institutions do it differently. From my institutions, you are given the first option. If there is somewhere you can go,
Maybe
you are given that chance to proceed and go. There are some people who are not lucky, and it's a kawaida thing. The university, my college, used to endeavor to find you somewhere, and luckily enough, from my institution, we had so many organizations that were looking for people from
your
the
school.
college. Yeah.
Oh, wow. At least you were lucky. As for us, we are just suffering. We are just suffering out here.
But I think that I would urge anybody, as you school, try to still niyo watu wanaita connection, but if you can still when you can build your networks. Not everybody is lucky to be connected, but if you can find a way, at some point, you can, wherever the people that you interact with, you can make your own connection out of it. Yeah.
As for me, I need your connection. Yeah. As for me, I need your connection. Yeah.
Probably in the sidelines of this, we can talk.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you have something to tell our first year who have not yet joined the university.
I would say this. I would encourage anybody from whatever they are doing. They do it from a perspective of passion. It's very unfortunate that so many people, and pressure from especially parents, it's like they are tailored to go a certain way. Your parent wants you to take a certain course. Probably that was their dream. They didn't achieve it. Now they want you to achieve it for them. This is an advice to both students and parents. Parents should let their children to make a decision out of their own volition, and go to their passions. And the students should really do a soul searching. Usifanye course sababu unasikia watu wanalipwa sana. You may get that money and be a slave. And after few years you will be lethargic doing whatever you are doing, and the output and you will not be really giving service to your employer.
What about, I know you were experiencing that. So there's this notion about these become people. We don't have a working places, they are minimal, that we won't be employed. What's your take about it?
Where do you get that from?
From the villagers, those people out there.
Now I would really tell you, you said from the villagers?
And
Then
even our parents are telling us, how do you expect maybe that person who is still there working from since he was young, when will he resign from that bank so that you can be employed there?
Probably I would seek your indulgence on this. Which course do you think, or from your villagers, which course is marketable?
They think teaching is the most marketable course. Huh?
Now, statistically, I may not have the raw figures at at, um, at this position at this time, but I think from the dailies last week or so, it was clear that we have 4,000 doctors who are not employed. These are doctors, these are people some years back, they used to get a position in hospitals across the country immediately after they come from school. We have teachers. Currently, I think we have around 400,000 teachers who have completed their courses. They have TSC numbers, and they are not employed. The government in January tried. They employed, I think, 30,000. What is the percentage? Out of 400,000, 30,000 were employed. How long will it take before another recruitment is done? Many sectors, we are in a crisis. It's a crisis across board. It's not about any cause. We're in a crisis that there is increase in unemployment. The rate from dailies again, last week's newspaper, there was a story about an increase by 68% in unemployment. So it is not facing one sector. It is across board.
So we tell them even become people, they still get employed despite the situation.
In fact, for those who are business oriented, someone who wants to do his thing, and I think that's a culture of Kenyan. Each and every person who is employed, ile tunaita side hustle, they try to do something on the side. We in this industry, we are better placed. Other than our passion in whatever business we are doing, we do it correctly because we can crack the figures and do it
And
rightly.
analyze our everything.
Yeah. And
So
still, I would encourage people to gear their minds. Not everybody is business oriented, but if we tried and geared ourselves to be employers other than being employed, it's quite good to have a background somewhere where you go interact with the corporate world. But if you don't get the chance, what will you do? You just sleep. They say if your life gives you lemons, make lemonade out of it. That would be my basic
better off.
advice.
So according to you, why did you resign?
Now,
Because I know the paycheck was good. Maybe you can give us a range of the amount we can earn as accountants and financial analyst. Maybe you can give us a range.
I'll give you an assignment where you go, just Google. You'll get to see the people who are working in the financial sector. The averages, they are the best. This is the industry that pays. This industry runs from insurance, marketing, all those in the financial sector, what we would call financial sector. They are the best paid. The averages. For entry points, I think at entry point, you will get something upwards of 50,000. Then now inakuwa bidii yako. Your growth is determined by your output. You are given targets in different areas and facets of your business. If you achieve them, definitely you're going to be promoted. If for lack of a better word, the lazy person who like complaining, probably will not achieve your targets and will be stagnant. Who wants to promote someone who is not achieving the bottom lines of their institution? Nobody. Yeah.
So
But
it's all about your hard work.
it's all the entry level. Get inside there. You get something. Now work yourself up. Bidii yako. Yeah.
Lisa, at least we've learned something. Maybe I can give them assignment to go and Google and see the ranges according to the salaries.
Different sectors, the financial sector as
And
only in running years. It has been
maybe
the
if I
best.
can ask this question, between an accounting guy and a finance guy, who is the highly paid, or they still have the same amount?
No, this issue of being highly paid, I don't want to delve into that because different, you'll find, let's say, an organization, let's say Bank A, just put, if I say Bank A, just think about a bank, give it a name according to our market, and Bank B. There are different levels. There are ones that were established, that you found them already existing, and there are ones that are cropping up right now. The competition is stiff. A bank that has branches all over the country, and another one that has branches most likely in Nairobi, struggling with penetrating the market. Definitely these people will pay, will pay differently. But this is an option. It will give you a starting point. You get it. You will scale up. Going to, there are those what we fathom or think they are the best companies. Kuna hiyo time itafika, but you have to start somewhere. If you don't get that chance at this point, you'll wait it for, you keep on applying, but at that utakaa tu ulimaliza let's say 2020 sababu hujapata company X yenye umekuwa ukitamani kuemploy haujaipata, so you stay. Now we are in 2023, lakini you got some offers from another small company where you'd own your experience. So this bank, let me use an example, bank or this institution, ikikuja kupata 2023 na hujafanya kitu, na kuna mtu amekuwa akifanya kitu even ni hizo internship by 2023, who has a greater chance of being employed?
Alianza mapema.
Definitely. Yeah.
So it's all about your experience.
Yeah.
Not about the working place. Not about the type of institution. It's all about your experience.
With this crisis that we have just talked about, you can't be around choosing wherever you're going to work.
Thank you. Thank you for honoring our request as our show. We are very happy. Yeah. So at least maybe if you'll get another chance, we'll invite you later. Maybe you will tell us more about your business, or maybe you're willing to deliver today about your businesses. Which kind of businesses are you doing right now?
I want to keep it at that. The invitation was up to that level about become.
Yeah.
Now I'll take it
To
in another day.
It's okay. Thank you. Thank you for honoring our requests. At least you can tell them to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Maybe your friends will watch us.
Yeah. Kindly subscribe to Winnie Patterson. Sorry for that. Kindly subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.